Shabbat Shalom, Yeshua lovers. I've got an elephant top treasure for you that I would have sworn I had already done a video on, but the one I had been thinking about was in Numbers 3:40, and it is the same as this one. So this here is the second witness. This first video, the Numbers 3:40, is elephant top video number 30, and I'll link it down in the description. But I'm in Numbers 31 now, and verse 26 reads in the English, "Count up the plunder that was taken of man and beast, you and Eleazar the priest and the chief fathers of the congregation." Instead of count up the plunder, we have sa, which literally means to lift up. So we're going to lift up the elephant tav. And John has 3 verses in here that I will put at the end to where Yeshua was lifted up. So this is a prophecy of Yeshua being lifted up. Also, this word here, sa, this is very similar. It's a sister word for lamb. Let me show you. Alright, here we have our Blue Letter Bible pulled up on my other phone. And say, shin hey, is the word for lamb. I'll show you. Probably from 7582, which I'll go to here in a minute, through the idea of pushing out to graze a member of a flock, i.e. a sheep or goat, cattle, ewe, goat, lamb, sheep. And there's the times that it's used. Sheep is 18 times, lamb is 16 times, and cattle is 10, ewes 1. I had pulled up from Genesis where Abram is about to sacrifice his son. But let's go to the root word, which is 7582, and you see the sin aleph hey. They're saying that that is probably the root word for lamb. And here's our sin aleph. There's just no hey on the end of that. So those are sister words. But I thought it was pretty interesting that sa is a sister word for lamb, and then we have the aleph and tav right next to it as well. Okay, but I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible, and I'll put those John verses at the end so you can see them. All right. Also, there was a pretty interesting aleph and tav in this Torah portion as well, and I'll put a link to that one. That one is about connecting Yeshua to the Father, the Word, and the Spirit, and Yeshua also. So I'll link that in the bottom in the description as well. All right. Thank you. Love you guys. Shabbat Shalom. Our first witness is John 3:14. And Yeshua says, "And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up." Our second witness is John 8:28. Then Yeshua said to them, "When you lift up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am He, and that I do nothing of myself, but as my Father taught me, I speak these things." And our third witness is John 12:32. Yeshua says, "And I, if I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all peoples to myself."